Hello, Guru Scott. Today we're going to be showing you how to do some plastic polishing on your car. In our case, it's our 97 Toyota 4Runner. So some of the things you're going to need is some 1000 and 3000 grit sandpaper, some pads with one of them's for polish, plastic polish, and the other one is for wax. You're going to need like a wool type polishing device. You're going to need a variable speed drill. Of course, you're going to need the item to be polished. You're going to need some plastic polish. We also like to use Meguiar's detailer wax and then the wipe-on type wax detailer. So that's what we're going to use to do this, and we'll show you what we're going to do next. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to sand in one direction with 1000 grit sandpaper on the plastic part. Now, getting the item prepared, you also want to cover up any holes, like on this one where the light bulb fitted in. We went ahead and put a paper towel in there so it won't get anything inside. And this is going to be wet sanding. We're going to use Meguiar's Ultimate Quick Detailer to do the sanding with. So we'll get started here in a second, show you how that goes. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is apply some Meguiar's Quick Detailer all over the plastic and all over the sanding paper, the 1000 grit. And it's going to be dripping, so it's going to make a mess. And you're going to sand in one direction, just like you see here. And that should remove any of the surface materials that have accumulated over the years. And we do this with all of our plastic. It's best if you remove the item first. In this case, for example, the side markers or the side lights, you unscrew a screw at the top and then you pull the whole thing forward. It's kind of difficult to take out, but if you look on the Toyota forums, you'll see some directions on how to do it. So as you can see, we're sanding in one direction. We'll do this for a couple of minutes, and then we'll switch grits and sand the other direction. Okay, at this point we have wet sanded with 1000 grit in one direction for about 5 minutes, keeping it well lubricated. Don't let it go dry, keep it lubricated constantly. And then now we're just going to wipe it down and we're going to switch grits, and we'll show you what to do next. We just now changed from 1000 to 3000 grit pad, and we're going to soak this real well, and we're going to sand in the other direction now. So again, soak it real well, and you're going to sand in the other direction. So we're going to do this for probably another 3 to 5 minutes, and then we'll show you what we're going to do next. We'll be right back. Just as a side note, when you're doing these jobs, it's best to go ahead and change the bulbs out at the same time since you have everything apart. These are special Toyota bulbs I have in stock, so there's no problem there. So we'll change out the bulb before we put it back together. Okay, at this point, after you've sanded the shizzle out of it with 3000 grit sandpaper, you're going to wipe it down. I'll show you how to do that right now. Alrighty, that's about 10 minutes worth of work with the two different grits of sandpaper. So now we're going to move to the next step. So at this point, what we're going to do is we're going to put some drops of the plastic polish on here. And we have the variable speed drill. And what we're going to do is, I'm going to have to do this off camera. I'm going to have to hold it. But we're going to use a real low speed rotation and just start polishing it. And so I'll be right back in a minute and I'll tell you what we do. Okay, we finished with the drill. When you use the drill, you're going to start out at low speed, and you're going to be putting a pretty good amount of pressure against the plastic. Not super hard, but you know, you'll feel, there's a kind of a feel. You push against it and you can feel when it's cleaning the plastic surface. And then after you've done the whole thing, you'll put some more plastic polish on, and you'll buff it at a medium speed, and that should clean it up really nice and well. And then what we're going to do next is we're going to do a manual finish. We put some plastic polish on this applicator, and we're going to do it by hand now to finish up, just like this. So you want to polish out everything real nice and evenly, and this is going to take a little while. So we'll do that, and we'll be right back. All right, we have the last pad here, and we put some Meguiar's wax on it. And what we're going to do now is we're going to apply some wax on this really well. And that's pretty much it. You're going to go back maybe with some Q-tips or a cloth and clean up where there's any leftover debris, clean it up real nice, and it should be ready to go. And that's really about all there is to this. It's easier with 2 people, of course. And so I guess that's it. And so thanks for watching. Tschüss.